What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. With Zombieland 2 opening this week, and with the new film Midway coming out next month. Since both films star the always awesome Woody Harrelson, I decided to do my top 10 favorite Woody Harrelson movies. Now, Woody Harrelson is just the man. How on earth he's never won an Oscar is literally beyond me. But I'm a big Woody Harrelson guy. The guy pretty much got his major start on a TV with Cheers, and since Cheers, he's been like loads of great films. He's also been in some not so good films either. But like even when Woody Harrelson's in a bad film, he's actually pretty good in it. So with that being said, here's my top 10 favorite Woody Harrelson movies. All right, coming in at number 10, it's the film Wilson, which is based on like a graphic novel. Which I always keep forgetting this is a graphic novel film. And in it, Woody Harrelson plays the Totoro of Wilson, who's like very lonely and is socialite, and he ends up tracking down his ex-wife who has left him 17 years earlier, and his ex-wife is played by Laura Dern, and she also ends up telling him that he also is the father of a teen girl named Claire, played by the girl from Spider-Man Homecoming, Isabella Amara, I think that's her name. And Wilson ends up pretty much embarking on a madcap quest to connect with the door he never knew he had it on. Wilson is a really nice, charming little film. It's a great film, but the character of Wilson is not really that likable. I mean, the guy does some dumb stuff in this movie, but Woody Harrelson just plays that role great. His character is such a drunk. Uh, his chemistry with his on-screen door is pretty good. I quite like the chemistry they shared together. But yeah, Wilson is also, by the way, he's directed by Craig Johnson, who also gave us Skeleton Twins, so there's that as well. You also had Judy Greer was in this. You also had Shara Hines. Yeah, it's a pretty good cast members. Like, if you guys never really seen Wilson yet, honestly, give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. Coming in at number 9, it's the film Rampart. Now, the film takes place in 1999, and it's about this officer named Dave Brown, played by Harrison, who's this 24-year veteran of LA Police Department who ends up tending to follow his rough justice. And like a number of years earlier, he ended up being implicated in the death of a serial rapist. And so Brown's violent tendencies once again lands him in hot water when a video of him beating up a suspect is plays over local TV. And yeah, I mean, Woody Harrelson actually got an Oscar nomination for this, and well-deserved nomination too. It's directed by Oren Moverman, who I thought did a decent job here. You also had Ben Foster, Brie Larson, Ice Cube was in this, John Bernthal, Steve Buscemi, and Hayes. This his character is also pretty racist too. I mean, he's not all that likable, but Harrison plays that role really well, and he's no stranger to playing a police officer. I mean, come on, detective anyone? And you also got Sigourney Weaver was also in this, who plays this assistant DA who pressures him to retire and all. And I thought Sigourney Weaver was pretty great here. And yeah, if you guys never really seen Rampart by now, give it a go. It's a really decent love flick. All right, coming in at number 8, it is Edge of 17. Edge of 17 is fan freaking tastic. Such a great movie. It's probably one of the best coming of age movies we had in recent years. Woody Harrelson, plays this teacher and really a mentor to Haley Steinfeld's character Nadine, who's very understandingly implicated. That and I really quite like the chemistry that Harrelson and Steinfeld both shared with one another. Those two play off each other great. And Edge of 17 is such a great film. I mean, if you guys never seen Edge of 17, it's fantastic. And Woody Harrelson steals every single bit in this movie. And yeah, definitely go check out Edge 17. Alright. Coming in at number 7, it is Seven Psychopaths. Now, this is directed by Martin McDonough, who also directed Harrison in another film I'm going to talk about later. Seven Psychopaths, pretty much plays like a very psychopathic killer named Charlie, who's like this vengeful gangster with like a gleeful knack of for killing and all. So like just like he's pretty much like John Wick and all. So like it's where like his dog ends up getting kidnapped, and so he has to find a way and get people who ended up like getting his dog and all. And it's a little bit like a dark comedy version of John Wick, just without the straight up action. And Seven Psychopath is awesome. I mean, you got Seth Rockwell, Christopher Walken was in this, Gabrielle Sidibe, you had Colin Farrell, Michael Stolberg, such great cast members. This movie is just hilarious, funny, it's pretty violent when it wants to be. I mean, it's a really great dark comedy. I mean, if you guys never seen Seven Psychopaths, it's another Woody Harrelson movie worth giving a go. Alright. Coming in at number 6, the sequel comes out this week, so it's very appropriate to talk about. Number 6, Zombieland. I mean, this movie is really fun. It's really hilarious. Woody Harrelson is just awesome. You also had Jesse Eisenberg, Abigail Breslin, Emma Stone, all of which returns for the sequel. I cannot wait for this sequel. I'm seeing it Friday, so I'll have my review then. But yeah, Zombieland is such a great film. It's just like I love the violent aspects. You had a great cameo by Bill Murray. Bill Murray was pretty great in his cameo. Yeah, Zombieland's such an awesome one. I mean, it's also one of my favorite zombie comedies we had. I mean, I did my 10 favorite zombie comedies recent, and Zombieland was number 2 in that list. Such a really great film. If you guys never seen Zombieland, it's another Harrison movie worth giving a shot. All right, coming in at number 5, it is No Country for Old Men. Now here, Woody Harrelson's performance is very like short and sweet, and like he plays this Texas bounty hunter named Carson, who's pretty much trying to being hired to kill the serial killer known as Anton Shigar, played by Harvey Bardem. And you also like the movie is also directed by the Coen brothers. You also had Tommy Lee Jones was in this, Kelly McDonough. I mean, No Country for Old Men won the Oscar for Best Picture. Won Harvey Bardem his first ever Oscar. Really terrific movie. It's very it Harvey Bardem is pretty terrifying in this film. I mean, just who knew that a coin flip could be scary, like could be frightening. But and Woody Harrelson as a bounty hunter, what more can you ask for that? He's grandest. All right, coming in at number 4, speaking of Martin McDonough, coming in at number 4, it is Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Now, this movie actually didn't win Harrison's Oscar. It actually won Sam Rockwell his Oscar. About time there. Three Billboards is great. I mean, granted, this is a little shame because Woody Harrelson's barely even in the movie. It's maybe a bit of a spoiler, so my bad if it's spoiling it. But the movie's been out since like 2017, so if you haven't seen it by now, you probably have no interest in it. So anyway, in the film, Woody Harrelson plays like this detective who's pretty much on the case of trying to find Frances McDormand's character, Mildred's daughter, I know, and it also turns out that Woody Harrelson's character, is also dying from cancer. So that way, so he decides to actually pretty much kill himself. So that way, he doesn't go through pain and all that. And Woody Harrelson, like him and Frances McDormand, this by the way, they were both great together. And Martin McDonough did such a great job with this film. Movie is pretty funny at times. It's very dark. Great performances by Frances McDormand, who also won her second Oscar for this. So there's that. I mean, Three Billboards is a really fantastic movie. And if you guys never seen that, give it a go. It's really great. All right. Coming in at number 3, it is The People versus Larry Flint. Now, in this film, Harrison plays this Hustler magazine publisher named Larry Flint, and he pretty much takes on the role of one of the most America's most controversial figures, who's like a pornographer, and of course, the character's name, Larry Flint, who ends up hiring this lawyer named Alan Eisenman, played by Ed Norton, to like help fight his legal battles. And you got he also ends up falling for like a stripper played by Courtney Love. Like Courtney Love was great in this shot. Who knew how great Courtney Love could do be in a film? Anyway, yeah, this movie is also directed by Milos Forman. I believe Woody Harrelson got an Oscar nomination for this, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta check that. I know that I think the movie got nominated for Best Picture too. I gotta double check all that. But yeah, People versus Larry Flint. Almost said O.J. Simpson. That's a totally different thing. People versus Larry Flint is really great. It's a great legal film. Great performances all around. You also had James Cromwell was in this. Chris Glover. Really great film. If you guys ever seen People versus Larry Flint yet, give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. All right. Coming in at number 2, it is White Man Can't Jump. Now, Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes both really worked great together. Back then, they also did that movie Money Train, which I kind of got a kick out of Money Train. But White Man Can't Jump, stars Woody Harrelson as this basketball hustler named Billy Hoyle, who ends up banking on black players with underestimating his skills on the court. And so, like when he ends up pulling over on Sidney Dean, played by Wesley Snipes, his victims ends up seeing a lucrative opportunity, and they become like partners in the con game. You also had Rosie Perez was also in this, who's actually a very Jeopardy obsessed wife to Woody Harrelson's Billy character. White Man Can't Jump is just great. It's directed by Ron Shelton, who also gave us Bullet Durham. Such a really fun, charming film. It's really funny when it wants to be. It gets pretty dark at times. Really great film. If you guys never seen White Man Can't Jump yet, give it a go. And it was not so long ago. It was announced that they were supposed to be remaking this film, which I'm cool with remakes, but who can you get to have a great chemistry, like the same chemistry that Harrison and Snipes shared? I mean, yeah. But yeah, if you guys never really seen White Man Can't Jump, it's a really good one. All right, my number one favorite Woody Harrelson movie of all time, it is Natural Born Killers, directed by Oliver Stone, starring Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis. He plays like these two young, attractive serial killers who ends up becoming tabloids, TV darlings. And you got Robert Downey Jr., who's pretty much like a national press, and they have the press, of course, reports that the pair ends up and the pair ends up going on a 52 people killing spree. I mean, this movie is one of the most controversial movies there is, and it's a pretty good one too. Like I know it's controversial and all that, but Natural Born Killers is fantastic. Great. I always liked the chemistry that Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis shared. Those two were great in this movie together. It's pretty tense at times. It's interesting. I mean, they're not really likable, but they're both still pretty great here. And it also feels like a Quentin Tarantino movie at times. There's that too. You also had a few other people, like Ryan Dangerfield was also in this. I mean, kind of weird seeing Dangerfield in a film like this, but yeah, Natural Born Killers is a really great one. If you guys never seen it, to me, it's the best film Woody Harrelson has ever done. Most people probably say White Man Can't Jump is their favorite. There's even people who say that Hunger Games is their favorite. But to me, it's White Man Can't Jump. I mean, it's me. It's Natural Born Killers. My bad. I had White Man Can't Jump on my head for some reason. I gotta rewatch that movie though. It's been a while. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. 10. Wilson. 9. Rampart. 8. The Edge of 17. 7. 7 Psychopaths. 6. Zombieland. 5. No Country for Old Men. 4. 3 Billboards. 3. The People versus Larry Flint. 2. White Man Can't Jump. 1. Natural Born Killers. Now, he's been in loads of other stuff over the years. Alright, he was also in Venom, which I'm guessing he's going to have a bigger part in Venom 2, because he's supposed to be playing Carnage in that one, so He was pretty great in Solo, but it's not really my. If I was to do my 10 favorite Woody Harrelson roles, his role in Solo will be in that list. But as for my pure favorite Harrison movie, it's not really my favorite. He was great in The Hunger Games, but it's not my favorite Harrison film. Let's see. He was also in that movie Kingpin with also with Bill Murray. He was also in Innocent Proposal with Robert Redford. He was in that movie 2012 with John Cusack. He was in the Now You See Me films. Friends with Benefits he was in. The Glass Castle, Wolf for the Planet of the Apes. He was in that not so good Will Smith movie 7 Pounds. I always keep forgetting he was in Anger Management. And he also had a cameo in Austin Powers and Goldmember. Wow. Anyway, he was also in that not so good Will Ferrell movie Semi Pro. He was great in Out of the Furnace. Even though the movie stunk, like really sucked, I thought he was actually really great at playing Lyndon B. Johnson in LBJ. Movie wasn't good, but he was actually solid in that. He was in that movie After the Sunset. He was in Freebirds. He was in that pretty good film Defender. He was in Scanner Darkly, The Messenger. He was in EDTV with Matthew McConaughey and Ellen DeGeneres. He was in that Michael J. Fox film Doc Hollywood. He's been in some really great stuff. I mean, Woody Harrelson's the man, and not to mention True Detective, he was in too. So there's that as well. And recently, he also played Archie Bunker in that Live from a Studio Audience special on ABC, which I know he was a great Archie Bunker. But anyway, let me leave you guys. What are some of your favorite Woody Harrelson movies? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Team Movies signing off.